All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to the continuation of our Railway Empire 2 Campaign Missions Revisit. Now, we've just finished Scenario 1, and we made significant improvements. We went from I don't know what it was, like 2,590th to 117, I think, or something like that. So we did well. And we've got a lot of guys in our little community here who did better than that. We had a bunch of people around that score. A lot of good players use this channel, and that's a no small source of pride for me. I really appreciate the fact that you guys join in. And it doesn't matter how good a player you are. We'd love to have everybody here commenting, contributing, learning from everybody else's comments, hopefully learning a little bit from my gameplay, and all of us becoming better players. So I want to keep that going with a revisit of Campaign Mission 2. So we're going to go into New Game, and we're going to go to Campaign, we're going to go to Mission 2. Now remember, in this series, we've already played these, so now we're looking at, okay, how can we do better, right? So let's just go through this. This is Campaign Mission 2. It's set in England and Wales. And our hometown is London here. It's a small map, really. It's only 13 cities, 30 rural businesses. And I guess we could read this. Railway Mania. Railway Mania has left Great Britain a jumble of microlines. But in London, a new corporation has risen from the masses. Take over the London and North Western Railway and clean up the patchwork. Under the leadership of Captain Mark Hewish, become the largest public company in the United Kingdom. Okay, so let's go first and see what our ranking is. All right, now here's the guys who have just knocked it out of the sun. And look right there. Look at our buddy Dwarf. He's at fifth spot. Way to go. And we can look at our friends and see we've got Dwarf at 5. We've got Gardet, Blah Razor, Twilly, Grand T, Homer T83, Yo Hedgehog, Majestan, and Mad Max. So kind of some of our usual suspects. Well done, guys. Now let's see where I am in this list. I am in 949th place, which sounds awful, but actually that's like 95th percentile because 196 would be 1%. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're about 95th percentile there. So it's not that bad. We got Matt, and this is weird. They've got this so broken. If we find me, do the find me, it finds me, and instead of showing me the scores around me, it shows the friends around me, which is good. I guess we can see some of the other friends. If we've got Predaking, Steve's here, JVP, Haji, Vlad, Sir Daddy Man, Carito, V6 Turbo, and Matt Vol. So congratulations to all you guys for playing well. But we're going to do this and see if we can't move up a lot in our score. We're at 724. Let me go back to here. You know, we need about 50,000 to get up here with the big boys. Like if we wanted to catch Dwarf, yeah, we would need about 50,000 to catch. So I don't know if we can get that. We'll find out. We're going to do our best. All right, so now we know what's coming, right? So that's a different animal from when you don't. And I will tell you, a lot of times when I'm playing these, if I'm playing something for a second time, I truly pretend I don't know. Now, sometimes that's not hard to pretend because my memory isn't always perfect, to put it mildly. But I really do just build it the way I think I would have built it anyway. But we're not doing that here. We're actually thinking about the whole list of tasks. So let's go on down, and in a minute we're going to go build a plan. Now, we only have one choice, the engineer. Great choice. We're happy with that. So we're going to play as the engineer. We're going to do manual signals. Everything else, we will have region concessions, so let's keep going. 1.3 factor means it's not that hard, and it isn't when you look at the whole thing and after you understand the game a little bit. Now, that's not a ton of starting cash, 2 million. We have, it says 3 competitors. I think that's, well, there's probably more than 3 in a way, and there's only 1 in another way. I'll explain that in a minute. Anyway, everything else is kind of standard, so let's go.
I had invited the operators of the most important rail networks to this evening to solicit support for my Nord Express. An important ally was to be the engineer I had invited. People like him had already helped to bundle the enormous potential of dozens of micro companies. The British gave their own railroad bubble of the 1840s a very appropriate name: Railway Mania. Passengers complained about the absurdity of having to change trains and buy a new ticket in almost every city. Transporting goods over long distances was also possible, only at enormous cost. The time was ripe for a real corporation.
What do you think you're doing? Sit up straight. My name is Captain Hewish, and that is how you will address me. In case you haven't been briefed yet, I am the new General Manager of the London and North Western Railway Company, the first of my kind, and your superior. I have the dubious pleasure of organizing the merger of 3 independent railway companies. Your task is to be of assistance. I've prepared a list of tasks for you. I am a busy man, and we'll check on you later.
All right, while I was talking, I did the one thing, no matter what our strategy, we're going to want good employees. So first thing we do, of course, is set up, and why is that a picture of the general? I thought we were the engineer. Maybe that doesn't change. I haven't noticed. Anyway, we want 200% training, 120 welfare, and I'm just double checking to make sure we've got those set, and 125% efficiency, which is our goal. And that's going to give us higher freight and mail revenue, faster trains, more reliable trains, and higher ticket prices. And I talked my way right through that. That one's good. Okay, all right, cool. So we've got that. We know the tasks. Well, here's the first 2 tasks. 60 passengers, London to Liverpool, no train changes. 3 rural businesses. This one we will get before we come off pause. This one we will have queued up and ready to go as soon as we come off pause. So let's go look at our trains. Got the Iron Duke for express. And then we come back around here. The Adler is a mixed train, not too impressive. The Derwent, to me, is a freight train. It was less impressive. The Firefly is a decent little express train, but you'd still use the Iron Duke. The GSM American actually is kind of tempting because it has, for this age, for pretty decent tractive power. The Limit actually is a good mix, 3237, and then we got the Jenny Lind is 3337. We're going to run the Jenny Lind, and I'll show you in a minute. We're probably going to be running the Jenny Lind for pretty much everything. So there's the trains. Let's go look at our research. And this is like a crapshoot. You don't know which ones you're going to miss out on every time you come in here. That's revenue for mail. We want that. We'd like to have reliability. We'd like to have cheaper prices on our locomotives. Chemicals plant we can pass for a while. Oh, we'd really like to have this too. All buildings, including factories and railway buildings, are 5% off. That would save us on supply depots and railway stations and everything. That might be tempting. It is tempting. We're going to be building this up. Okay, it's really tempting, either bribery or take this and then wait to get bribery. Let's go bribery. We've got 200 points. Okay, we're going to be building those buildings right away. Okay, so let's talk about all the tasks. So I've got this list right here. Again, thank you to Riku for making this Steam guide that shows all the tasks for all the missions and the scenarios in the game. And so we can see what we have to do. And I'm not going to read through all of these, but I want to show you kind of a pattern, or the things that to kind of take note of would be cities we have to grow. London, 120K. 3 cities at 100. Well, one of them will be London. We need 2 more. And we've got, we need to grow Birmingham, I guess it is, Birmingham to 35,000. And move a bunch of passengers and mail out of Birmingham, put that setup right there in a station, which would be no problem. Whether it stays that way, that's different thing, but it'll go like that originally. And then, what else we got to do? That's worth noting. We do have to do, the city growth here, 120,000 in Liverpool, Manchester, York, Carlisle, up to the north. Okay. And then there's a bunch of these little small private routes that we have to, over time, buy up, right? And we're going to buy 4, buy this particular one, buy that particular one. So there's a bunch of them. That's where it was talking about in the intro how it was a whole bunch of little micro lines. And so that we'll have that early, I would hope. 13 cities, we got to connect every city on the map to our network to get that done. And what a company value shouldn't be a problem. If we play well, that should not be an issue. And that's the main thing. So if you look at, and I'm looking at this mostly from city growth, it's London, Birmingham, and York has to grow big enough to take vegetables, but we have to grow York as part of this right here. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. We can see it right here. We can see it down here. I want to carefully do this so I don't come off pause. Okay, we've got Dover, London, Plymouth, Bristol. Over here in Wales, and I think I pointed up here when I was talking about Wales, but Wales is over here. Holyhead and Swansea. And here's London, there's Liverpool. That's our first task. We actually own this track here and these stations and all that they won't survive. Those of you who know me know that's not going to last, at least not in any big way. So yeah, so we've got, and we can, you can't see it in this view. Let's see. Okay, we've got beer and clothing in London. We've got cloth in Oxford, perfect place for cloth, I would think, and meat in Birmingham with a bonus for cattle here, bonus for grain here, a bonus for sugar here, and we got a goal to connect 3 rural businesses to our network. Well, ta-da, okay. So there's one thing we'll do, and we need that London to Liverpool without stopping, right? So we'll fix that so that we can get that done. And we've got this Dover has to have 90% of their traffic from Dover to London needs to be by train. We can certainly fix that. Oh, there's another competitor. I'm sorry. There's the lady. Who's this? There's Walter. Is there another one? The ones that pop up, the little white, like that. Those are those little micro lines. And I bet this is another competitor. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm sorry, forgive me. There are 3 competitors. There's Barty up here to the north. There's Walter right here in London. And then over here, Dover to Cambridge is the lady. Okay. So we do that. We have 3 competitors plus all these little kind of purple, bluish purple looking things here are teal maybe, are those other little micro lines. All right. So let me show you kind of the plan. I want to show you what's in my head. Scary thought. Here we go. If you want to avert your eyes, you might think about averting your eyes and coming back later. Okay. So I drew this up to kind of give me an idea of what I wanted it to look like. So here's all the cities roughly placed where they belong. And our initial line wants to look like this. It wants to be Dover to London to get people coming into London who want to go north, like Liverpool. And a line that goes London, Oxford, Birmingham, Liverpool. We're going to get this started to just go all the way to Liverpool. And then we can run lines like this from Birmingham, we want to go out here, here, and here because of that task for the 800 mail and the 800 passengers. We want to have people originate in Birmingham to go a bunch of different places, right? And so that would be useful. And really, it's not a big deal. And we could just run one of them and be fine. And we're probably later we'll probably put Cambridge into Birmingham, maybe even Holyhead and Swansea in if we do. If we depends on the timing of our tasks. So what I'm seeing is our initial track needs to look like this, like that in particular. And it can, and if we have money, we can go like this and expand out as well. And then we saw the industries. Here's our 3-city cluster we're going to try to grow: London, Oxford, Birmingham. And as soon as we have that growing as well as we can, we'll go up here to this cluster. We'll set up a 4-city cluster here that doesn't have to have quite so much growth, but we want to have it growing here. And we can get these all up to decent size. And then we can consider using some of these to put in the industries that we might want to feed to these 3 cities that won't fit in the initial 9 slots that we'll get here, right? So as we want extra manufactured goods, these might be good candidates to send them in, but we could also use Cambridge, Holyhead, Swansea, Bristol, and Plymouth for that same purpose. So since we know all the tasks, this kind of tells us where we need to focus. So that's kind of the plan. I'm thinking we're going to run automatic lines, and we're going to run the Jenny Lind, because we're going to have warehouses here, here, and here to pick up down here grain, milk, corn, and sugar. Oxford will pick up lumber. Birmingham will pick up, well, of course, it'll have the meat coming in, but it'll also pick up grain here, sugar coming down from here. Actually, yeah, we'll go back to the map to show you that. Anyway, that's the idea of what I'm thinking. Let's go back to the game. Okay, so here we go. So the first thing, of course, we want to do is get out the bulldozer, channel our kernel failure mode, and start blowing up crappy looking track. The next question we have to ask ourselves is, do we want to blow up crappy looking stations? Okay, if we go to London, we've got a competitor right here. He's already pointing this way, so it's kind of sort of telling us to point our track like that. So we'll just keep that station. This station is fine. This London Euston, it's called. That's as good a name as any. What's this one called? Does it have a name? It's called train station. Okay, so we want to go to Oxford. Like this. So we're going to set up a line London to Oxford. And let's run this out a little longer on the straight line. Okay. Yep, and the question is, do we double track? And yes, we do. And we're going to put in this and this. Then we go up here and we ask ourselves the same question, but we've got a competitor. We actually own 2 stations here. These are ours, I think. Yeah, they are. That's fine. That works. So we're going to come out like this and run parallel to him and down here to Oxford. And a little loss of speed is kind of the price we pay for having this guy so close. So we'll take that, we'll double track it, and we'll kind of watch our money, but this it isn't terribly expensive, so this is cool. And we'll go, now let's just go ahead and, I think I forgot. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, we got that going. We also want Dover feeding this. How can we do this? Let's see. Can we come into Dover it would be very nice if we could come in from this side over here, which it looks like we can do with no problem. We're going to want a station over here in London, because we're going to have grain, corn, sugar, milk coming into London from down here. So with that station, we can easily run a line from here, from Dover, and run it like that into this station here. Okay. Let's double track that as well. And give it signals. Okay. This is going to come in here. I'm going to buy these two accesses while they're cheap. Now we have a train station here. Let's get this set up where we have a connection from here to here. And as we can see that's one connection. So we just have to connect them. Now this guy here, we have a bonus on this. Let's put this guy here and go. And here we're actually going to connect here. It's going to add 50 grand to our cost, but I want to keep it off the other lines that are going in, so it can just come in on its own thing. In fact, but it really doesn't need to be double tracked yet. Well, it doesn't even have to be, we don't even have to build it just yet. So we've got a station in Liverpool that's pointing toward Birmingham, and that's just fine. So we can keep that. And let's go, but we want to come out of here, not out of here. Because we want a continuous thing going here. So we want to be able to come out. Well, how are we going to do this? Out like this. And we want to get to Liverpool like that. And double track it. And we want a 2 wide right here. Okay. And back here in Liverpool with signals. Okay, looking good so far. We want to connect this into our system. Now, which way? Now, the reason I'm kind of going here is we have the way if we look at these, we've got, let's take sugar here, and we've got sugar down here. There's kind of a north and a south of these. So we've got grain down here in the south, we've got grain here in the center and the north, so that's great. We've got wood for the south down here. We've got wood for the north up here in an area we haven't even accessed yet, but we'll get to that. Then the veggies are only in one place, is that right? Oh no, here's the second one. Second one's out here on this island, which when we have plenty of money, we'll be able to build a bridge and get across that. Right now, it would cost a fortune. Well, it would cost a fortune regardless, but it's a fortune we can't afford right now to get over there. So we've got, let's see. So what do we want? Oh, so we got veggies up here, and we got veggies down here for the south. The fruit This is such a small map, you can just scan the whole thing. There's only one fruit. Let me confirm that. Yeah, there's only one fruit on it, and that's going to go down here to the south. Because our main buildings will be Birmingham. Our main building will be Birmingham, Oxford, and London. And this is where it really helps to know what the tasks are that are coming, so we don't start running fruit all over the place and then come up short here as we're trying to get these cities to be quite large. All right, so what else we got? Oh yes, so anyway, all that was to say, which way do I run the sugar? Do I run it to Liverpool or do I run it to Birmingham? I think we run it to Liverpool. Okay. So we're going to go like this and make that connection. And either way we go, it's going to end that task. There we go, task down. Okay, now we wouldn't have to use those or run them, but we will. All right, so we've got that done. Now let's make sure that we get that train running from London to Liverpool. Now we could build track just for that task, but that's not necessary if we're careful with what we do here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from here to Liverpool. And we can see it can just run right through Oxford and Birmingham to get up there. And we're going to make it an express line. But we're going to say out of London you do not take mail. And you only go when you have 3 cars. Now we've been through this before. Each car is 40 passengers. So 40, we need 60. So if we ran 2 would be 80. You'd think we could run 2, but you can't, because if you run 2, you'll get like 41. Because as soon as it starts loading that second one, it'll consider that a car and off it'll go. We're going to set it on 3. Maybe we'll be good enough to catch it and let it run earlier. But for now, it's safe to do it like that. You have to have 3. You can only take passengers, and you're going to go flying up through there. Okay. Now, locomotive-wise, we are going to use the Jenny Lind for everything. So even though it's an express line, we're just going to call it the Jenny Lind and let it go. Okay. And we're going to have other trains running. There's no point in running the Iron Duke. It's just going to run into other trains. So we still got plenty of money. What can we do? We got a station here. We got a station here. This station here right now is not adding any value. Let's get our money back. And we said we wanted to kind of branch out from Birmingham, and we wanted to go city to city this way as well. So let's go like this. Let's come off this track and come up here and come into Birmingham, kind of like that. Okay. That looks pretty good. And up here and double track it. Put switches on this side. Signals. Now, before I go too far, I need to get some trains running. Did we double track this or just a single track? And it's a single track, and that's all it needs to be. We're going to go here to here, run full. And the other thing I'm going to do is, even for the freight, I'm going to leave them automatic, because if I move them to freight, I run the risk of accidentally putting the wrong type on here, like making express and making a mistake. Since we're going to run automatic trains on our city-to-city stuff, if I just call everything automatic, I will make less mistakes. I won't eliminate mistakes, but I will make less mistakes. So there's a bonus for us. Here comes another bonus. Now this one, I think I would rather go ahead and double track this like this back to here and come out like so. only because I don't want to have any. Oh, I was coming at a different platform. That was unnecessary. That's okay. It's okay. We'll go this. I like double track it as in general, as y'all know. All right, so Jenny Lynn, there we go. And then this guy up here, to get this bonus, we got to run a train. The connection bonus, we've already got the task done, but to get our connection bonus, we need to run a train. So we'll run a train like this. Run a train and carry some goods, actually. And here, now this is a short one. This is a good place for Jan Jansen's, even though we'll add one, even though we'll probably, I don't know if we'll ever get above one train here anyway. So run full here, go, Jenny Lynn, go. All right. Now, there we got our 3 connection bonuses. We got our train running full here, and if we get some trains running here, that will help get more traffic here that wants to go up to Liverpool, right? So let's go here to here, and 6 days. One train's enough. 6 days. Okay. Now, what else can we do? We want to start getting our other goods in here as quickly as we can. And now, we don't want to run. London, Birmingham, does that matter? No. The one we don't want to run is Birmingham to Liverpool. Is that true? Does that matter? It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. Let's go automatic. And let's just set up one train for each of these. And we'll come back and optimize later. We'll go Birmingham to Manchester. We'll go... eventually we'll get York and Carlisle in here and start running stuff. Let's see, is that enough for now? Well, we haven't even, have we hit this yet? 3 million. My word, we haven't even done bonds yet. Good grief. We're going to finish before we start? No. We're a little over 3. We can't take that one. We can take this one and this one. And we have 713,000 more money. Good grief. Let's go ahead and attach York. Let's get the land, lay of the land. Okay. Go up this way kind of as far as we can reasonably. Put a station. You can see this makes 3 stations in York. Very popular place. We would like to come in from here. Lovely. Double track it. And I haven't forgotten supply depots. I am going to come back and kind of look at everything and put those down. Okay, we have a line, automatic line running there. Then we'd like to get we'd like to have Manchester, Liverpool, actually. Liverpool, Manchester will do. Okay. And before we go up there, I want to start throwing some more stuff in here. So we're going to run logs. over here. We're going to bring them into Oxford. Like that. Get them started coming in like that. Then we want to start piling stuff into London as we are able. So we can put one thing we are able to do right now is to go here and put grain into London. And go here to here, running full. And let's just start running this thing. And what we should do really is babysit this train right here. Yeah. It'll take it a while to get a full load. All right, we got a bonus connection, so never mind you. All right, let's get this line going here to here, running full and go. Let's get corn in there. We got corn down here. Now let me look at the topography. Maybe over here would be better. And let's see. I tell you what, I think we'll do this first. I think we'll go over here and get a line running for the sugar down here, and have the sugar come in like this, kind of run right by this milk, which we're going to want eventually, and come in like that. Actually, that looks fairly good. Yeah, I don't mind the speed that much. Go. We'll double track it, sort of. Back this off, and then come down and finish it off. Give it switches and run a train from here to here, and just stop. And put switches on this end, and then reset our signals to match the new switches. There we go. And now we'll run a line from here to here, running full, go. Okay, got another bonus. Stop. What are we going to do with it? We got grain, we got logs, this, corn. Let's get our corn that we started. Let's run it up like this and over like this, and it can come in there. That looks good. And like so. And we'll get corn running into the system. So we've got logs, sugar, corn, grain again, sugar up there, milk. We can do milk from here. can do milk to London. Okay. And I don't remember, did we build a train here? Yeah, we do. We have a train running that. I did make this run full, didn't I? I don't know why I'm doubting myself. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Now what we want to do to get Birmingham, Oxford, London growing. And right now we're looking at that other task. Let's look at that as well. Let's just see if we've got that train. London to Liverpool is at 40. Look at that. It's at 60. Right on the button. So we're going to tell it, we'll carefully edit the line and tell it that it does not have to be full to run, and confirm, and off it goes with our 60. So as soon as that gets up to Liverpool, that task will be done. Good deal. Now we need to think about some supply towers because we just don't have any on the line. So let's just go here, 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 this, here and here. Oh, out of money. There we go. And we can think about repairs and all that, but here goes our guy up here. And once he hits, we should be done. There we go. Okay, so we got a new set of tasks. I'm going to change that London Liverpool to Liverpool Birmingham that we left out. I think we left it out. I'm confirm that. Now I'm not. Now I don't think we did. I'm having second thoughts. Liverpool Birmingham. No, that's right. We did leave it out. Okay, good. Well, now it's back in. All right. Now let's see what we got. Okay. All right. See, we already had that task done because we set that up early, and we already know our optional tasks. That's interesting. Grow London, 300,000. Big company, no big deal. 80 loads of goods to London. We're well set up for that. Okay. So there you go. There's our basic plan, putting it into place. It's January of our first year, and we've already finished these tasks, and we've got that one done, and we're started on this, and we're started on that, and in the next episode, we'll work on making sure we've got a true 3-city cluster here that will grow, and then we'll start working on getting a cluster up here that will grow and start moving in more and more of our goods into our system. But I'm very happy with that start. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, subscribe, and share. And join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.